Hello guys, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building another build for my one pack only series where I'm only using one pack and base game to build a house. I got inspiration for this series from Simmery, who also I think she's still in progress, like she's still working on it. So yeah, I get inspiration from her, and I really have a lot of fun working on those builds. So I'm building a bungalow for a teacher in the world of Copperdale, and I think, as you probably already guessed, I am using a base game and the pack of high school years, which is the pack that kind of inspired the whole idea for the build, because obviously we have the high school system, so I thought that I would build one for a teacher. I built something not similar, but I did build already one bungalow for a teacher earlier, in like a year ago, when probably straight away when the pack came out, but I lost footage to that one unfortunately, so it never made it to my YouTube channel. So the house is built on a 20 by 20. It's a 1 bathroom, 1 bedroom house. You can fit a maximum of 2 Sims in here. So the teacher and maybe her husband or her partner, or their partner, whatever you prefer. And the house comes in at 48,241 simoleons. And as I said, I only used the high school years pack and a base game, which I think is pretty impressive. I really love how this build turned out. What I was really surprised and very pleased about that, I built this probably a couple of months ago now, and I posted it on the gallery already, and it got a Max's Fab. So it's my first proper like build that got Max's Fab. I had some rooms that got Max's Fab, like Max's favorite, but this is my first like proper build that got Max's fast. So I was very happy about that, and I was very honored, and I felt very lucky that I got chosen for this. And yeah, I think it was downloaded over 12,000 times, which is insane because usually my builds get like 500 at max, like the ones that got like fast were maybe around like 5,000, but never this much. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. I now working on the landscaping. I try to keep it simple, but also kind of in cohesion, like cohesive. So it kind of mimics the landscaping around the lot, which is what I always do, and I really love how it looks. It's not landscaping that I would normally create. If you watch my speed builds, you know that my landscaping usually looks a little bit different, but I really like the landscaping here. It kind of resembles very nicely the area in which the house is built, and it kind of gives it a vibe of more of like a wild nature rather than like a polished landscaping, and I really like that look. I think for me, I probably talked about this before, but I am terrible when it comes to taking care of plants. And you know, my mom, especially, my dad also a little, but my mom especially, she's really into like tending her garden. So we have plenty of like plants and flowers all around the house, and I could never. It's so boring for me, and she spends hours researching all like flowers that you could put around the house, and it's just, yeah, it's a whole thing for her. But yeah, I could never. So my point is that this is the kind of landscaping that I would love to have around my own house in the future, because you probably don't have to take care of it very much, because it's like wild nature. If you can still hear my voice being very weird, it's because I'm still sick and it's still not gone fully. I don't know if it's allergies or if it's like still the illness. I've been having some headaches lately. Yeah, it's a whole thing, and I really don't know what to do about it. I've been to numerous doctors trying to figure out what's wrong, what's going on, and it's not really been very productive. So that's very bad. It sucks, but hopefully it'll get better soon, because I'm really fed up with it by now. I'm recording this like the day before it comes out, because normally I record my voiceovers on the weekend, but this week is crazy for me, like crazy. So if you watched some of my videos like in the past a couple of weeks, I've been on like the practicum. So I've been at school teaching, and now I'm back at uni. And this week I have 4 exams. So I have 2 behind me. I passed on Monday. Today it was a test, so I'll have to wait for a while to get results, but I have a good feeling about it. I think I can pass. Just depends on the grade. And then I have an exam tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Thursday, and another exam on Friday. So it's a very busy couple of days or like a week altogether. So I really struggled to find time to record voiceovers. And because I had the exams on Monday and Tuesday, I had to spend my weekend studying. So that's why I didn't record the voiceover. So I'm using the time after my exam today to do some recording because I'm hopeful that I can study for the Thursday exam tomorrow. I did some studying earlier today when I came home from the exam. So I'm pretty confident. It's not that much like theory. It's more about like practical skills because it's like didactics class. So like methodology, how to teach, what to teach and things like that. So it's more practical than theoretical. So you don't have to, I don't have to study as much as I did for the exams that I had today and yesterday. Yeah, so the point was that I'm recording this the day before, which is not usual, but I did not have time any other day really. So let's go back to the build. I wanted to make the house colorful because for some reason when I think about teachers, I think about colors. Which is ironic considering that I am a future teacher and I don't consider myself full of color, but I don't know why I decided to go for like full on colors, but I did, and I really liked the result. I think I ended up going for like kind of carrying the combo from the outside to the inside. So I have the mint and the pinks and things like that, but I have like sorry, different colors, and I really like the way it looks. It's really like bright and happy and colorful, and I really like that. It kind of captured the kind of personality that a teacher should have, I guess, like a rainbow personality. I don't know, that's probably bullshit, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm recording a voiceover at like 4:30 in the afternoon, and I have my hockey on in front of me as well because I know that I have a lot of viewers from the US and maybe UK, so you don't really, well, you probably do watch some hockey, ice hockey, but for Czechs, ice hockey is like the national sport. And every year when there is the World Championship, which is happening at the moment, it's like a national kind of, I don't know how to call it, a national madness. Because everybody loves it, everybody watches it, and it's all over the news everywhere. And it's like very carefully watched. So right now we are playing the final game of our group, of like the group stage with Canada, and it's 1-1 at the moment. So hopefully the score gets better, because it's like a half in the middle of the match at the moment, and yeah, I'm loving it. This is why I love May, because there's hockey, and who doesn't love hockey? I love hockey. I love watching the NHL, but because obviously for us NHL is usually during the night, I don't watch it very often anymore. I used to like wake up for it when I was in high school, which I still don't, I don't get it how I did that, because I can barely wake up earlier, and let alone wake up at like 2 a.m. to watch hockey. Yeah, past Michaela was an absolute crazy person, but I am enjoying the national team now, and I'm also watching some Stanley Cup playoffs as well when the timing is a bit better. But yeah, I really like that. I don't know how I got to hockey. Oh, because I'm watching it at the moment. I'm all over the place today. I don't know. My brain is just absolutely damaged from all the studying I've been doing for the past like 2 weeks, and it's really taken a toll, I think. So my brain just cannot concentrate on anything at the moment. Anyway, I am just finishing up with some clutter. I already did the kitchen. I ended up going for counters that are muted down, and I kind of used the other accessories to add color in, and I really liked the result. I also used this bed, which is absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I've ever used it before, even though I really like it, but I don't think I've used it in a build before, but I could be wrong because I've been using High School Years quite a bit. And I'm also adding some blinds here, and I keep the color palette here like very pink. So there's a lot of pink, a lot of warm wood, and I really like how that turned out, especially with like the bedding and how it like carries on to like other items in the room, and how it kind of is very, I don't know, cohesive, and I really like the result. Even though I'm not a big fan of pink. I mean, I don't have anything against pink. I used to hate pink when I was a kid, but I don't anymore. But yeah, this is like a stereotypical kind of not stereotypical, it kind of carries on the color scheme from the outside. So it's the kind of pink peachy color, the mint color with like some wood, and I really like that. I also used this hanging canopy thing to add more kind of coziness to the room, and I'm adding some posters here and there, and I think I'm also gonna add a desk in here, but I have no clue, to be completely honest. Because it's been a while since I've built this, I don't remember what I put into the nook. I think I might have actually, I think there is a desk and and an easel. So it's like a creative space for a teacher. I kind of got inspired by myself because I'm a very creative person. So apart from being a teacher in the future, I also love like drawing and creating my Sims builds. I used to do a lot of paper crafts. I used to do beads. I used to do like jewelry making. So I'm a very creative person. So I kind of carried that, or like kind of projected that into this particular build. So it's kind of like a house for me, even though for me it's a bit too colorful, I think. But in general, it's like a very good, I can't speak. It's a very good representation of what I would like for a house. I would probably change the color scheme a little bit, but yeah, I would love to live in a house like that. Now we moved on to the hallway. I used these kind of bench kind of things to build, to create kind of like a built-in feel for this kind of bench, and I really love that idea. I really love how these like benches kind of connect to each other, look like a seamless kind of space. And I also used one of those hangers from High School Years to create like a custom hallway unit. I'm also placing a bedside table here, which I also cluttered up a little, so maybe some things that you can grab when you go out of the house. And I believe I placed some painting as well, not painting, it's a poster and a painting, and just like more seating and a light, and I think that might actually be it. Oh, I placed a bookcase in here as well. Yeah, why not? I imagine that a teacher loves to read. I love to read. I don't have much time for reading, but I do love reading. And finally, we are working on the bathroom. It's like a pretty spacious bathroom for the size of the house, and I furnished it fully with like everything that your Sims needs. So yeah, that's almost it for today's speed build. If you want to download this build, they can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the try files in the description box below on my Ko-fi page, as always, if you prefer to download it that way. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would really mean a lot to me. I am still getting closer and closer to the 4,000 watch time threshold for getting monetized, so it would mean a lot to me if you helped. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.